Hey, I'm Lani Jean, the Pilates Genie, and welcome to my channel. Today we're working with the foam roller to iron out those creases in the upper back and find a little more thoracic mobility. All you need is your fabulous self, a mat, and a roller. Let's begin. We'll start laying down with the roller around that bottom of the shoulder blades, mid-thoracic. Interlacing the hands behind the head. Bring the elbows into your peripheral vision so that you can keep your head nice and relaxed as we go. Lift your bottom up off the floor and then rolling from the top of your shoulder blades towards the bottom of the ribs. And just taking some nice big breaths here as you roll. Generally, when we have the weight even on both sides, as we do here, it's not that intense. So we can spice it up a little bit by rolling onto one side. If we lift up one hip and that same shoulder and then roll up and down, you can generally find a little more spice. Make sure the head stays nice and relaxed. And taking nice big breaths as you roll up and down. If you start to travel, that's okay. If it's annoying, like it is for me right now, when you roll off the end of your mat, then just bring yourself back on down and continue. You might even like to come right up into the back of the armpit and arm. Maybe the tension is down a little lower for you. Find where it is. You can do little rocks up and down, or you can start to follow that line of tension a little further and explore that space. Let's come to the other side. So lifting the opposite hip and shoulder, tipping the body weight onto the other side. And breathing here as you roll up and down. You don't want to go down further than your ribs support you. Our precious little organs would prefer a little more assistance, and we'll do that in another video, just focusing on that thoracic spine here. So basically anywhere that's encased by the ribs. Maybe even into the back of the shoulder and the back of the tricep, just exploring where is tender for you, where calls you. Can you breathe into those spicy bits and give them a little bit more love? Then we're going to come and have a lay down on our side. So the roller is going to be anywhere from the armpit down a little bit lower towards kind of the top of the nipple line. Knees are bent in line with the hips, feet in line with the knees, hands interlaced behind the head. Allow your head to be cradled here and that bottom elbow to be on the ground. We do book openings, so rolling forwards, releasing the elbow towards the ground or the roller. Lift the elbow to the sky and allow the body to roll back. Exhale. Inhale, release the elbow, release the spine, rolling forwards. Lift the elbow, rotate back. Exhale. And let's do 3 more like that. Notice how it feels. If it's too intense or not intense enough where you're rolling, then just move the roller up or down so that you can come onto or off of that spicy bit. Main thing is you want to be able to relax into the discomfort that you feel. So if it's too much, move off that space just a little. Then we roll forwards, we take the top arm forwards, reaching the arm out of the socket, and we pinwheel that arm up and overhead. You start to rotate through the spine as you reach the arm behind you. Then sweep the arm down past the hips and reach all the way forwards. As the arm comes back past the ear, think about letting the spine come back with you as you circle around. If you feel anything gross here in like underneath the shoulder blade, Then think about reaching the arm out of the socket a little more and trying to create more of the movement from your spine rather than from the shoulder. Otherwise, I could just kind of dump my shoulder all the way back and I'm not going to get that juice out of the thoracic spine. Last one here. Then we're bringing the hand on top of the roller. The top foot is going to come to the ground behind you and you're just doing tiny little rolls up and down. You can think about the movement coming from the pelvis. So you're kind of rolling the sideways towards the ground and then away from the ground. And keeping the bottom hip on the ground is going to make this a little bit nicer. There won't be as much weight coming into it. Or if you want it to be a little more intense, then you can drive down through that back leg and put a little more weight into it. Just focus on that breath. If you find a spot that's too intense with all that weight, maybe bring the hips down, maybe do some little rolls up and down. Breathing into the tension. And then let's come up and compare notes with the other side. So we're laying on our side with the foam roller underneath the armpit, knees in line with the hips, feet in line with the knees, hands interlaced behind the head. Let the elbow roll down towards the ground, the spine follows, the elbow lifts to the sky, and the spine follows rolling back. Releasing down, inhale. Lifting up and big exhale back. Make sure your head is relaxed here. So hands interlaced and behind your head is a really nice way to cradle the head and allow the neck to stay completely relaxed. Just follows along for the ride here. Last one. And then we roll forwards, we take that top arm, we reach it forwards, take it up and overhead and circle it all the way down, around behind you, rotating the spine, down past the hip, and then we reach and roll forwards again. You might even like to let out a little sigh here. Feels so good as the arm stretches back. Last one. Oh, so good. Then bring that top foot onto the ground, the hand onto the roller, and just do those little rolls again. Thinking of initiating the movement from the pelvis first, and then if you want a little more intensity, you can lift your bum up and put a little more weight down into the roller. Do you need to lean back more to find that tension? Is it on the side, or do you need to lean forwards more? Explore your body. Breathe into any of those tender spots. That breath is going to facilitate more release, more relax. Ah, so good. And we're going to come up from there. We'll bring the roller back to the first side. And we're coming into a Z-sit position. So you want the roller, let's say the roller is on the right. The right foot will be in at the groin of the left leg. The left foot is going to be down beside you. Whether the toes are turned out or toes in, completely up to you. You want to try and anchor both of your hips to the mat here. It can get a little bit crampy in that outside hip, and that's just because the glute is in a shortened range. That is okay. We're going to bring the right hand, onto the roller, just slightly in front of the shoulder joint. Think of growing the spine nice and tall, crown towards the ceiling. Inhale to lift that left arm up and side flex your body towards the roller as you roll the roller away. Then the bottom arm gently presses down and pulls in to assist you in lifting back up tall. Inhale, lifting up to side flex and move out with the roller. Exhale, coming up to sit back tall. So as you go over, we want to think of the bottom ribs really lifting up in order to facilitate more space through that top side that's stretching. One more like that. Inhaling up and over. Exhaling all the way back up. Then we turn to face the roller. The back hip will lift here and it might need to rotate forward slightly. That is okay. You're trying to square your chest off with the roller. Sit up nice and tall. Draw the shoulders back, lift the heart to the sky. And we're going to dive down. We drop the chin. We pull the belly in as we roll the roller away, releasing the chest towards the ground. Then we draw the shoulder blades down away from the ears, draw the heart through the space in the arms and lift the heart all the way back up to the sky. Drop the chin, draw the belly in, rolling all the way down. Find that length at the bottom, then draw the shoulders down and back. Think of pulling the heart through the space in the arms and lifting tall. 2 more like that. Last one this direction. Shoulders glide down, heart lifts to the sky. We're going to maintain that length and that extension. We're moving the spine out of the pelvis as we roll the roller away with that lovely long spine. We relax completely at the bottom. Then think of tucking your tail and drawing your belly in and flexing the spine as you come all the way back up to seated tall. Draw the shoulders back, find that extension at the top, then reaching long through the spine, releasing down. Tuck the tail, draw the belly in to help you articulate all the way back up. 2 more like that, exhaling down. Inhaling up. And the breath is just a guide here. If you want to do the opposite breath, that's fine. But I encourage you to find the breath that facilitates the movement best for you and also try and maintain that 1 breath per movement. Coming all the way to the top, and we're going to switch to the other side. The breath is such an important part of movement. A smooth, coherent breath will facilitate more flow in the body. It allows the muscles to be fed with oxygen, nutrients, energy, and in turn gives us a better ability to work the muscles, to move the muscles. Without oxygen, we are nothing. So keep that fluid breath here as we come to the other side. 1 hand on the roller, trying to relax that back hip down to the ground and then grow the spine nice and tall. The hand on the roller is just slightly forwards of the shoulder joint. Inhale to lift up and side flex towards the roller. Exhale, gentle press down and pull in with that bottom arm to help you restack tall. Inhale, lifting up and over. Exhale, restacking tall. So for this set, we have 2 more. Trying to keep that outside hip anchored as much as you can. So we're really working just from the spine here and focusing mostly on that upper back. Inhaling over. Exhaling up. Then we take that back hand, we bring it onto the roller, allowing that back hip to lift and the trunk and the hips to turn slightly towards the roller. Try and square the chest off with the roller. Draw the shoulders down and back, lift the heart to the sky. Drop the chin, pull the belly in as you round through the spine. Roll the roller away and allow the chest to melt to the ground at the bottom. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Keep pressing down and pulling in with the arms to assist you in maintaining that connection down through the side and back body and facilitate that extension. Drop the chin, pull the belly in, exhaling down. Inhale to lift up nice and tall. 2 more like that. Feel that beautiful flow of breath and body. Feel that beautiful flow through the spine. Last one. Lengthen and lift. Then maintain that extension once you get to the top and start to reach the spine out of the pelvis, flowing forwards. Allow the body to relax at the bottom. Then tuck the tail, pull the belly in and round the spine back up. At the top, we find that extension again. Shoulders down, heart lifted. Reaching out with a nice long spine. Then drawing the belly in and flexing on the way back up. Reaching long at the top. Releasing down. Tuck the tail. Draw back in. Good. Last one here. And then you can cartwheel that arm up and off. Beautiful. I hope that feels delicious for your upper back. There's so many wonderful tricks that we can do on the roller. So come back and visit again and we will play with the roller some more. But for today, namaste. Thank you so much for joining.